to 14. Ruth chapter 3 verse 4 to 14. From verse 4. Please, I want you to listen. Then it shall be when he lies down that you shall notice the place where he lies, and you shall go in, uncover his feet, and lie down, and he will tell you what you should do. Go on. And she said to her, all that you said to me, I will. Move on. So she went down to the threshing floor and did according to all that her mother-in-law instructed her. And after Boaz had eaten and drunk, and his heart was cheerful, he went to lie down at the end of the heap of grain, and she came softly, uncovered his feet, and lay down. Now it happened at midnight that the man was startled, and he turned himself, and there a woman was lying at his feet. Move on. And he said, who are you? So she answered, I am Ruth, your maid servant. Take your maid servant under your wings, for you are a close relatives. Then he said, blessed are you of the Lord, my daughter, for you have shown more kindness at the end than at the beginning, in that you did not go after young men, whether poor or rich. And now, my daughter, do not fear. I will do for you all that you request. For all the people of my town know that you are a virtuous. Now, it is true that I am a close relative. However, there is a relative closer than I. Stay this night. In the morning it shall be that if he will, stay this night, and in the morning it shall be that if he will perform the duty of a close relative for you, good, let him do it. But if he does not want to perform the duty for you, then I will perform the duty for you. As the Lord lives, lie down until verse 14. So she lay at his feet until morning, and she arose before one could recognize another. And then he said, do not let it be known that the woman came to the threshing. Now I want you to listen. I want to show us the life of a man in the Bible that lived a disciplined life. I want you to know that discipline is a treasure. You know the story about Ruth, Naomi, and her two sons. They went into a foreign land, to the land of the Moabitite, because of famine was in the land of Israel. And they stayed 10 years in Moab. They were running for hunger, and they ran into death. When Ruth finally returned with Naomi to Israel, Naomi said to Ruth, I must do something about your case. We have a relative, a nurse of Cain, that can help you. Naomi instructed Ruth what to do. it is good for you to have a father, a mentor. When Naomi instructed Ruth, Ruth obeyed that instruction, but that is not the high point. What was the instruction? This night, Ruth, listen to me, dress very well, perfume your body, use your lolon, look smart, look charming, look gorgeously, look sweet, look lovely. Go down to the threshing floor of Boaz this night. When you enter the threshing floor, be quiet. Just monitor Boaz. As you are sitting down here now, somebody is monitoring you. Anything you are doing in this campground, somebody is monitoring. You think? Me, myself, I know that all of you here, both pastors and members here, you are monitoring me. You are sitting down as if you don't have your monitoring camera. I know you have it. Boaz did not know that anybody is monitoring him. There are some things you are calling secret. They are not secret. Some people are aware of that secret life. Some people have their data without you knowing about it. When Boaz was drunk and merry in his heart, he went to the heap, to the stock of the food, and did what? And lay down. And Bible said, at midnight, Ruth sneak in. Some girls are snack. Some boys are snack. They know how to sneak in. And nobody will notice about it. You're a very fast guy. You can manipulate anything. She sneaked in. And Boaz was not aware of that. What did she do when she sneaked in? She did something that looked somehow. He went to the feet of Boaz, uncover his skirts. I think you know what that means. He removed the skirt of Boaz and lay on his feet. And Boaz was deeply sleeping and snoring. When Boaz woke up at the middle of the night to ease himself, he now saw that a beautiful woman, in the level of the beauty of Ruth, was lying down on his feet. How many men will survive that atomic bomb that night? How many men will discipline their eyes? How many men will discipline their feeling? How many men will discipline their urge? Do you know that some of you, I pray for you, do you know why? Some of you are not yet matured to watch movies. The trouble you are going through now with lust is as a result of these movies you are watching. It's a great pollution to our generation. Boaz woke up in the middle of the night. In the cool of the night. Everywhere was cool. Nobody was around. Is between her and the roots. I pray for somebody here. You will not be a secret failure. Devil does not try you mostly in the public, is in the secrets. Let us consider Boaz and analyze what's happened between him and Ruth. What is the first thing that Boaz said when he woke up at the middle of the night and saw Ruth? What is the first thing? He said, "Who are you?" Identify yourself. Sister, who are you? In the secret place where nobody is watching you. Brother, who are you? Whom you are here now may be a different person from whom you used to be in the secret place. Who are you here now may be a different person from whom you will be when you get home from here. Who are you? He said, "I am your maid servant, Ruth." And if you notice the conversation, Ruth did not wait for Boaz to ask a second question. She now gets into the mission why she was there. He said to Boaz, this thing is happening at the middle of the night. He said to Boaz, use your skates and cover thy maid servants, for you are the nest of care. Let us watch the response of Boaz. What did Boaz say? What did he say? Look at Boaz. He said, then he said, "Blessed are you of my." Now, leave that scripture there, please. I am seeing another man in Boaz. If it were some of us, you will not use this word. You may say to her, "Hey, such a beautiful woman like you. Such a pretty woman. Such an angel." You may try to take advantage of her that night. But look at Boaz. He said, then he said, "Blessed are you of the Lord, my daughter, for you have shown more kindness in the end than the beginning, that you do not go after young men, whether poor or rich." Now listen. Boaz is a disciplined man. He said to Ruth, "Lie down here, sleep under my feet. You are covered, you are saved. Nothing will happen to you through the night, including very early in the morning that it used to be very cold, that you need a pillow or you need somebody pillow. That early in the morning that if you are a man, your manhood will react in that morning. Ruth to lay down at the feet of Boaz till morning without Boaz lifting a finger to touch her. Look up. Do you know, if it were some people, they will say, "Well, hence you came on your own. I know that you have to follow the due process, whether you will become mine or not. But you know that Boaz said, even though I am next of kin, but there is a next of kin closer than me. Just wait. If he cannot do it in the morning, I'll do it for you. But sleep here. That is another reason for Boaz to say, well, this next of kin may have this beautiful girl, two of us. Now that she came to me this night, and I know the law in Israel, what do I do? At least for her coming to lie down here is a little opportunity for me. Make we not go deep into sexual intercourse, but at least make I hug her, romance her, kiss her, careless her. At least make I hold that one, because I don't know what the closeness of Cain we say in the morning. Boaz never did that. That is a principled man. That is a man that is in control of his body. That is a man that is in control of his mind. I will show you just few things that happened that night. Can God find anybody here he can trust? Heaven can never trust you and commit somebody like Ruth to you if you are not disciplined. Hey, look up. Don't you think that as Boaz was sleeping, that sleeping we get out of the eyes of Boaz? If it were some men, they won't sleep again. You are not hearing me. They can't sleep again. The sleep will disappear. There are some men that can sleep, but after a while, something woke them up. See, look at her laps. Look at her breasts. The enemy will just sample his goose for them. None of these things moved Boaz. Look up. Do you know why? You are not talking to me. I said, do you know why? Do you know that that lineage of Boaz is the lineage of Christ? If you must live a kingdom lifestyle, you must be a disciplined fellow. Ruth slept off. Boaz slept off. In the same place, nothing. Listen to me. This thing I'm talking now is not a criteria. That when young people go to night vigil and they have only one room to sleep in, that all the brothers and sisters should sleep in that one room. Are you hearing me now? There are some of you are doing this kind of thing. Stop it. It will ruin your life. To Boaz is an emergency, and it happened at the middle of the night, and there is no other alternative for him and Ruth. If you followed what Boaz said, he said, stay here till morning. When it was morning, he said, leave early so that nobody will notice you come here. Boaz is a principled man. Let me show you a few things. Number one, that night season is an advantage to Boaz. That night season is an advantage. That is why when it's getting dark, parents does not want their children to be outside when it's getting dark. Because you notice that night, it goes with a lot of things. It goes with sexual immorality on a high rate. Even Bible said that those who commit fornication commit it when? In the night. Brother, I know you are holy, you are anointed, you are powerful, you are a great man of God. When it is night season, don't spend a good number of time with with opposite sex. If it is night, let the sister go. You go. Even if both of you are not doing anything, Bible says disease from every appearance of what? Evil. Let the sister go and you go. That night was an advantage in the side of Boaz. He could take advantage of that night, even to force her or rape her. Nobody is there. And if you see the manner of approach of Ruth, her approach to Boaz is calling for that thing. True of us? You are not talking to me. As a brother, when a sister approach you in that way, and her manner of approach, like you are in the camp, the sister have not eaten, and he walk up to you and say, Brother John, have you taken food? He say no. Then the sister will rush to the canteen or the kitchen and bring the food and give to you. Say, have you drink water? You say no. We'll go and bring water. You are just serving a man, and you are not sure whether he will marry you or will not marry you. You are not in service, youth service. NYSC, catch a fire. So, but Boaz did not take advantage of that night. Many young people spoiled their life in the night, in the club in the night. Don't go to club night, even day club, don't join. Many people that got spoiled in the night. When it's downing, please go back to your father's house. That boy want to see you by 7:30. Tell him that we will not see, brother. We will not see. We'll see in the morning by 8:30 or 9 in the morning. Are you hearing me? You are fetching water. Hence is night. Don't fetch it again, because night can destroy your life. You see some girls, it is already dark. They went out to fetch water with buckets, with hot mini skirts, with sleeveless, and they are walking like this. What are you? Where are you guys? I am fetching water in the night. I am fetching water in the night. I don't know even what I'm fetching, but I'm fetching. Somebody said, in that night, nobody is around. Don't take such risky. You are a daughter of Zion. There may be 3 boys, they'll block you. Come on, listen to him or say so. Can't take any on our brother. I say, you know, when we actually make you come and I love you. Now, you went to fetch water. Your parents thought you are returning with a bucket of water. They have exchanged the water. They now give you a bucket of love. As you are returning home, the bucket of water is on your head. He said he loved me. He said he loved me. He said he loved me. Is it water I carry or love I carry? He said he loved me. And that guy is even fine. He said he loved me. That is why when you go to your bed to sleep, you'll be having funny satanic dreams. Boaz did not take advantage of the night season. People, in fact, the evil that people commit in the night cannot be compared with what they do in the daytime. You are not hearing me. 99.9.5 of evil are being committed in the night season. You know, some of you guys here now, you may be walking with a sister to a hostel. You are just going. But when it is dark, you can hold her hand. Oga, come. You can hold her hand doing what? Marching to your hostel inside the holy ground. And when she's about entering, Oga, they enter now, and she's about to enter her hostel, say, Kodi. Look at this man. are discussing with a man in the night, you will find out that everywhere is cool and calm, quiet, and nobody is seeing you. You will relax more. If it is in the daytime, but because it's night, you will relax. Boaz did not take advantage of that night. Let us see another advantage he had that night. Number 2, Ruth was an advantage because of her condition. She was an advantage. One man of God said he went somewhere to preach in a crusade and finished ministration. It was during the time of heat. He opened his door in the night and came outside and spread the mats and took off. Only to turn on that mat and felt something very soft. He turned and looked. It was a woman. He did not know where that woman came from, but a light beside him. That looked like what? An advantage. The woman said, if you are willing, I am ready. But do you know, if that man of God, if he has slept with that lady, he may never be nowhere to be found now. Who is that girl that came at the middle of the night and slept beside the man of God that came for crusade? Is it a normal girl? Is it a girl living with the parents? Many people lost their destiny at the middle of the night. Don't lose your own in the night. I also am aware that most operation of darkness is being carried out in the night. That is why I told you, if you must be a great man, you must make judicious use of your night season. Ruth was an advantage. Brother, as you are listening to me today, when you see a sister that looks as an advantage, you help pay her school fees. Don't touch her breast. Don't suck it. You help to provide food in their family. Don't take that sister as an advantage. You are teaching her mathematics. You are teaching her geography. Don't see her as an advantage or vegetable for you to eat. Ruth was an advantage. But Boaz said, I'm a disciplined man. We will follow the principle. I will not break the principle or the protocol. Someone is closer than me that can take you and marry you. I don't want to see your nakedness. I don't want you to see my own. Just sleep here in the morning. You go back to your mother-in-law. Then I'll speak to the elders in the city. And let's see what the Lord will do. Number 3. Number 3, privacy was an advantage. Privacy. They said this is a private car. The time that Ruth came to Boaz, it was a privacy. Nobody was there. It's only 2 of them. Privacy. Privacy is a very big advantage. Nobody is here. It's only 2 of us. And everywhere is cool and calm. Such a privacy. Do you know that some of us have betrayed Jesus in our privacy? Do you know that some of us have denied God on our privacy? Do you know that some of us have ate satanic porridge yam on our privacy? Listen to me, men and brethren. If you are not faithful in your privacy, you are not faithful anywhere. That's why you even hear some guys, they will say to you, it's only me and you that is here. Nobody is seeing us. Let's just do this thing quickly and come out here. Because they want to take advantage of what? The privacy. I want you to ask yourself a question tonight. Are you a victim of privacy? Are you a victim of privacy? There are people that they don't want to do something wrong, but because of privacy, they fall into a lot of things. I pray for myself and somebody here. You will be faithful in your privacy. Oh yeah, look up and listen. Do you know that your privacy is your own? That's why you see some people, they say, why are you stepping into my privacy? This is my privacy. Get out of this place. My friend, your privacy is not your own. Don't destroy yourself with your privacy. Normally, you know that when you rent a house, it's your house. You can do anything you want in that house. But that is not correct. So I rented this house. Is it because I bring a girl or a boy into this house that you are talking to me? Didn't I pay you? Why are you tampering into my privacy? Oh yeah, get out. This is my privacy. Don't allow your privacy to make you lose your privilege. Don't allow your privacy to destroy your future. And do you know one of the greatest challenges of young people? Every young person needs a privacy. You are not hearing me. He want to do it in his own time. That you know be there to 5 o'clock. Him job tabu see start. Privacy. That is, you know, you're gonna give me fasting 6 to 3 this week in that the end maybe 6 to 9:30. Privacy. The only way privatization can work very well is only in a continent like Africa. Do you know why America has security? The same school the Donald Trump Jr. is attending is the same school the poorest man in America, the child is attending. Security is in that place. If the place where the children of senators are schooling is where your own children are schooling, security must be in that school. You see today in Nigeria, private centers make A's in WAEC, but to produce coconut head. You're not hearing me. They make A's, 9 A's. Tell them, write your name. Afiabun Kiluka. He said, write your name. Oden Kila Ajoka. Listen to me. There is attachment between privacy and evil. Listen very carefully. That is why when you go to a private center, they do a lot of abominable things in the private center. Hey, look up here. Private center, most of the private center will demand their private part. Listen, I see checking. Go to so many private centers, they'll ask you to present your private parts so that we can help you pass this exam. There is a link between privacy and the evil. Be very careful about it. Most of the men that do wicked things, they do it in their privacy. No occultic man can perform in the public. He must do that thing in the privacy. Even some native doctors, for them to do some concussion and charm, they must do it in the privacy. In fact, some native doctor will tell you, do this thing in the privacy. If any eye see you, you go run mad. So most of the wicked acts are being done in the privacy. But when you're a man or a woman in charge of your privacy, you are disciplined. Privacy is also an advantage to Boaz, but he said, no, I'm not going to touch you. Lie down here. Number 4, the opportunity was an advantage. Opportunity. You know, they sang this song and say, opportunity come but what? Once. When Ruth appeared that night at the threshing floor, is an opportunity for Boaz to sleep with her. Now listen to me. Check every opportunity that comes your way and know how to utilize them. Every opportunity is not opportunity. There are some that look like opportunity, but in disguise, they are grave, they are pits. Don't fall into it. Opportunity. One day I was in my house. One of my sons answered a call. I was interested in his conversation with that man. As a father, you have to develop interest in conversation of your children with other people. It's very important. You may finish answering the call, you ask him, who called you now? They may manipulate. These guys you are seeing here, it's only in Africa I see people that have computer brain for evil. You are not hearing, you are not talking now. Holding wedge. He said to me that the person that is calling me, his voice is like the voice of our landlord. I said, what did he say to you? He said to me, I should come to Susan and Susu Junction, that he have a business he's doing with MTN, that he will tell me where to buy MTN kits and supply. I said, how much did he say? About 200? He said about 250,000, but you will sell it to the people who supply it 600,000 or something like that. I said, I said, okay. How much will be your profit in that business? He checked with his phone and told me 6 million. I said, I said, okay. Can you call that man back again and ask him, please, Oga, can I know your name, sir? He said to me, Daddy, this thing is rare. Because he saw it as what? An opportunity. I said to him, where is your mom? He said, in the market. I said, do you know where she's keeping money? He said that the mom doesn't even have anything. I said, call your brother in Dubai. Call him now. I want to talk with him. He said, Daddy, leave this thing. This is a great opportunity. The Lord have answered my prayer. I said to him, call your brother in Dubai. Tell him that Wayo people have arrested you, so that he will not do any transfer for you. He said to me, Daddy, please, if you can allow me to go and meet them at that junction. I said to him, what if you got to that junction, you saw 4 hefty men, and they kidnap you and put you inside the boots and took off? What are you going to do? He said, I'll cover myself with the blood of Jesus. And as I'm going, I'll be watching the environment. I said, my friend, sit down here, you are not going. Do you know he sneaked away from my house and went? Till today, he refused to tell me how the thing went. I said, what happened again? I'm waiting for the tithe of 6 million. Tithe of 6 million, how much? If I get them now, I'll settle all the bill of African youth that remain. He could not open his mouth to tell me what happened that day. By Ruth coming by that time is an opportunity for Boaz. And you know opportunity come but. But Boaz did not make use of that opportunity. He allowed the opportunity to go. Satan will always present to us something that looks like an opportunity. For example, let me make reference to the drama of Isikwato people. That guy, Sinone Meme, do you know one of the reasons why the girl may be befriending him? This is the toughest guy in this campus. If you talk rubbish, he will crush you. He's my girl, he's my boyfriend. Oh, you don't know? It's an opportunity to be the girlfriend of the most happening guy in this campus. He saw it as an opportunity. Where did that opportunity landed her? Inside the grave. There are some graves that are where they collected as an opportunity. If you enter it, you will be a dead person. Boaz did not take advantage of that opportunity. He allowed Ruth to sleep that night quietly. He did not caress her. He did not talk to her. He did not tell her lovely words. He did not cherish her that night. He did not toast her. He only said, thank God you did not jump after young men, whether rich or poor. He said, I am next of kin. Somebody is closer than me. Wait till what? Morning. Now listen to me. Do you know one sign, and it's a dangerous sign, that shows that you are not disciplined? Who can tell me? Impatience. Impatience. If impatience is operational in your life, it's a sign that you are not disciplined. Impatience. You cannot wait. You cannot endure. You want everything very quick. You want everything being done immediately. You cannot wait. You are not disciplined at all. That's why there are a lot of diseases everywhere because of fast food. Fast food will not be correct food. Do you know some of this Indomie you eat, they are half done. You are not Chinese people that will cook a meat, blood is still coming out, they are eating it. Because they want to look flesh, they don't want to die. Impatient. You are not disciplined. You don't want to wait. You don't want to endure. When your parents disciplined you today for 2 weeks, in a blue mamun I say, Madam, good morning. Boaz was a man that have patience. You know the rest of the story. Very early in the morning, he sent Ruth on her way with some gifts. Hey, girl, look up. Girl, I'm talking to you, girl. Girl, look up. When a guy gives you a gift and you're about to go, I say, "Get na bago." Say, "Ana bago kwamo." I say, "Get talking." Say, "Ana." You're not talking to me. He said, "I can never just say me about. I want an attack in Otmanabo." I say, he said, I say, "Okay." Hey, Bob, ni na go one GCK In my own at that time, on a bichal gift here. Now the gift way the bichariana. And you know, you guy will be that guy. When the girl carry a gift to come out, something go land in your face. Bam. Na enwe kwa mego meji ba mutu jiba ani jichi mulego ni na nye this girl. Something will speak to you. You say, "Well, nano where all." Onwe kwa. Ego ga anago. When Ruth was going, Boaz did not care to see her off. Boaz let her go. If it were you, because of the kind of thing you give to her, you will be following her like a mumu. You will be waving. Even the car have gone far, you are still waving. Your hand go break. It's not up to 5 minutes. She left the scene. You send a text message. Oga, you go die before your time. Because that is brain and body stress. You don't need it. Boaz did not care to see her off. Do you notice in your Bible that Boaz did not go to the house of Naomi to ask of Ruth in that morning? If it were some men from that threshing floor, Otinya Kanak, they are like this. Madam Naomi, good morning. I just come to know how you people are getting on. What of that daughter-in-law Ruth? Have she gone to work? Okay, I heard what you told her and your discussion with her. I'm gonna do something about it. Boaz never did that. He went straight to the men in the city and said, "Naomi is selling a parcel of her land. Who will buy among you? Oga, you are the next of kin. Closer than I. Buy it. I don't want." The man said, "Oh, thank you. You're a good man. I will buy it." He said, "As you are buying it, you are taking root to raise a seed for the dead." You know this matter in Old Testament. In New Testament was silent about it. But Old Testament permits it. If your brother died and they have no child, before you marry your own wife, you raise seed for your brother. But the New Testament was silent about it. Jesus said, "One man, one wife." This was one serious problem sometime. Let me not go there. The man said, Ruth, I won't marry Ruth. I won't redeem the land again. You redeem it to yourself. He said, okay, bring your shoe. That is the culture in Israel. He brought his shoe and gave to Boaz. Do you know what it means? He gave Boaz his rights. Boaz did not take it by craftiness. Whatever you got by craftiness and manipulation will not last in your hand if it did not kill you. Boaz now said, let the elders of our land bear witness that today I have bought all that Naomi, Maron and Chirion had, and the Ruth, the Moabitite woman, that she's now legally my wife, not my girlfriend. Hey, did they give certificate for girlfriend and boyfriend? No, only marriage certificate did they give. So this one you did now, who give you the certificate? Mr. Satan. When God looked at the faithfulness of Boaz and at the principled life he lived, God now said, that is my roots. That is my part to produce the Savior. And Jesus came from a Moabitite woman. The lineage of a Moabitite woman. Because Ruth was faithful, disciplined. Hey, look up. Is it because we did not talk about Ruth? Let's talk about Ruth and pray. Hey, do you notice that before that incident happened, that Ruth was harvesting with the men and women that are working for Boaz in the field for some days? You are not talking to me. Don't you think that after a while, Ruth may just sight Boaz and say, hey, who is this handsome man? Who is this glorious man? Who is this well-looking, feeding man? What if that night that Ruth went and uncovered the skirt of Boaz? Listen, she did what the mother-in-law said, and she did what the law said in Israel. She uncovered his skirt. Unia where? Dinalana. Mbobini telosia, cover your handmaid with your skirts. If it were some girls, when they uncovered the skirt of Boaz, Omanye akana neka. Nene bi manye gola akagi. Akagi kwesiri di sebe ke manyelia. Ni to ofe nkaku. Ruth could have uncovered his skirts and romanced the breast of Boaz to make him feel that a woman is here. She never did that. She was disciplined herself. Ruth could have, because if you follow the reading very well, you discover that when she uncovered the skirt of Boaz, Boaz did not notice anything. Read your Bible very well. He could have proceeded further to kiss Boaz while he was sleeping. He did not do so. Some people that are listening to me now have failed woefully in their privacy. Do you know that if it were some women, he may say to Boaz that night, you know this is night, and I came because I love you from my heart. Just romance me so that I can sleep. No lama kwekwatum. You're not hearing me. Betty Ruth did not do that. At all, at all. night she dressed decently to the threshing floor. If it were some girls, they would wear rakra. Do you know what is rakra? Some girls here, they put on rakra. Rakra is not a good way for a born again child of God. If you must wear a rakra, allow that rakra not to rakrarize your life. When you put on rakra, it shows every shape of everything in your body. You are not appearing like a Christian, you are appearing like a harlot. She dressed decently to the threshing floor to meet with Boaz. Ruth controlled herself because she was a disciplined woman. Boaz controlled himself because he's a disciplined man. When he performed the duty of the nest of Cain, he became his wife legally. And Jesus came from that lineage. From Boaz to Jesse. From Jesse to David. From David to Jesus Christ. That is the lineage of Christ. Stand up on your feet and let us pray. Achoro mi ma o, onye nani ya blesse, onye nani ya blesse, oboku nerere. Achoro mi ma o, onye nani ya blesse. Onye nani ya blesse, oboku